Welcome to Celestial Zodiac. Today we're exploring Uranus, the planet of change, innovation, and awakening. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun, known for its extreme tilt, icy blue color, and unpredictable energy. It takes about 84 years to orbit the Sun, spending roughly 7 years in each zodiac sign, which means its influence unfolds slowly and affects entire periods of life. In astrology, Uranus represents breakthroughs, originality, rebellion, and sudden change. It's the planet of freedom and the part of us that wants to break patterns, think differently, and live authentically. Uranus shows where we innovate, where we resist limitation, and where we experience unexpected shifts that push us into new directions. Named after the ancient sky god, Uranus symbolizes flashes of insight, awakening, and the desire to evolve beyond old structures. It's connected to technology, progress, independence, and the urge to revolutionize whatever feels outdated or restrictive. Collectively, when Uranus changes signs, it shifts the world's focus toward new breakthroughs, whether in ideas, inventions, social movements, or the way we express individuality. In personal charts, Uranus shows how we embrace freedom, disrupt old patterns, and awaken to our true potential. In this video, we'll explore how Uranus behaves in each zodiac sign, how your individuality, creativity, and need for change express themselves as this dynamic planet moves from Aries all the way to Pisces. Let's begin. When Uranus moves through Aries, individuality becomes bold, spontaneous, and fiercely independent. This placement sparks breakthroughs through action, courage, and taking risks that others avoid. People with this influence innovate by charging forward, breaking rules, and pioneering new paths. The challenge is impatience or acting too impulsively. When their energy is focused, Uranus in Aries becomes a fearless force of change, leading others into new eras with confidence and originality. When Uranus enters Taurus, change comes slowly at first, but once it begins, it reshapes everything from the ground up. Innovation focuses on values, money, stability, and security. People express originality through new ways of earning, building, or connecting with the material world. The challenge is resisting change or feeling shaken when routines break apart. When flexibility meets determination, Uranus in Taurus becomes a powerful creator of lasting, meaningful progress. When Uranus moves into Gemini, ideas come fast, bringing rapid communication, mental breakthroughs, and inventive thinking. People with this influence are curious, verbally expressive, and eager to question the world around them. Innovation shows up through new technologies, learning styles, and unconventional ways of connecting. The challenge is scattered energy or information overload. When focus meets inspiration, Uranus in Gemini becomes a brilliant communicator with visionary insight. When Uranus enters Cancer, emotional patterns begin to shift in surprising ways. Independence and freedom become important within home, family, and personal boundaries. People with this influence break old traditions, create new family structures, or redefine what home means to them. The challenge is emotional unpredictability or disconnecting too quickly. When intuition supports their need for space, Uranus in Cancer becomes a nurturing innovator who brings fresh energy to emotional healing and personal roots. When Uranus moves into Leo, creativity becomes bold, expressive, and revolutionary. People with this influence break norms through art, performance, leadership, or personal identity. They shine by being unapologetically unique and turning self-expression into innovation. The challenge is craving too much attention or rebelling for the sake of rebellion. When confidence meets purpose, Uranus in Leo becomes a trailblazer who inspires others to embrace authenticity. When Uranus enters Virgo, innovation focuses on systems, health, work, and practical solutions. People with this influence modernize routines, fix outdated methods, and find inventive ways to improve everyday life. Their originality shows through problem-solving and analytical breakthroughs. The challenge is overthinking change or getting stuck between order and disruption. When flexibility supports precision, Uranus in Virgo becomes a brilliant reformer who elevates efficiency and wellness. When Uranus moves into Libra, relationships, fairness, and social harmony undergo transformation. People with this influence approach partnerships differently, valuing independence, equality, and unconventional connections. Creativity appears through diplomacy, style, and social reform. The challenge is inconsistency or resisting commitment. When balance supports their independence, Uranus in Libra becomes a forward-thinking peacemaker who brings fresh ideas to love, justice, and collaboration. When Uranus enters Scorpio, transformation becomes intense, deep, and unfiltered. People with this influence disrupt emotional patterns, confront hidden truths, and bring radical change to power dynamics and intimacy. Their originality emerges through psychological insight, research, or exploring taboo subjects. The challenge is volatility or pushing boundaries too far. When self-awareness steadies their depth, Uranus in Scorpio becomes a fearless agent of evolution and profound awakening. When Uranus moves into Sagittarius, beliefs, perspectives, and worldviews experience sudden breakthroughs. People with this influence challenge outdated philosophies and push for new ways of understanding truth and freedom. Innovation shows through travel, learning, culture, and bold ideas that expand the mind. The challenge is restlessness or rejecting tradition too quickly. When insight meets curiosity, Uranus in Sagittarius becomes a visionary explorer who inspires new ways of thinking. When Uranus enters Capricorn, structures, institutions, and long-term goals undergo transformation. People with this influence rethink success, authority, and the systems that shape society. Their originality emerges in leadership, business, or large-scale planning. The challenge is resisting change out of fear or clashing with authority. When discipline aligns with innovation, Uranus in Capricorn becomes a powerful architect of progress, rebuilding foundations for the future. When Uranus moves into Aquarius, its energy is at home. Innovation, freedom, and individuality are expressed boldly and authentically. People with this influence challenge norms, embrace originality, and think far ahead of their time. Creativity shows through technology, social ideas, and unconventional communities. The challenge is detachment or rebelling without purpose. When compassion supports their intellect, Uranus in Aquarius becomes a true visionary, a catalyst for collective evolution and awakening. When Uranus enters Pisces, intuition, imagination, and spirituality take on a futuristic edge. People with this influence blend creativity with insight, bringing new ideas to healing, art, and emotional understanding. Their originality shows through compassion, symbolism, dreams, or subtle forms of expression. The challenge is escapism or drifting away from reality. When grounding meets intuition, Uranus in Pisces becomes a gentle innovator who awakens spiritual awareness and emotional transformation. As Uranus travels through the zodiac, it reminds us that change is not something to fear. It's something that awakens us. Every 7 years, this electric planet shifts its focus, encouraging us to break old patterns, question the familiar and explore new ways of thinking and living. These cycles influence how we evolve, how we stand apart from the crowd, and how we embrace the parts of ourselves that crave freedom and authenticity. Uranus doesn't disrupt our lives to cause chaos. It pushes us toward growth, awakening, and new possibilities we might never have imagined on our own. No matter what sign your Uranus is in, remember that every placement carries its own form of brilliance. Uranus invites you to trust your originality, honor your individuality, and follow the path that leads you to your most authentic self. Thank you for watching Uranus in the Zodiac. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with fellow stargazers. And stay tuned. Next, we'll explore Neptune and how this mystical planet shapes intuition, imagination, and the dreams that guide your inner world.